Hello people, I thought I'd make a little video of my opinion on the Matty Hector situation. Now, I'm not going to talk about the fight, because that shit doesn't interest me. It's just hearsay, tit for tat, I'll meet you here. Until it happens, then, you know what I mean, I'm not interested up until then. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about the money situation. So I've been watching the backwards and forwards, the tit for tat, and it amazes me how quickly people chuck each other under the bus on here. Do you know what I mean? Start grassing each other up. That's when you start to learn the little sneaky, sheepish shit that they've been up to behind people's backs. Like I say, you can't trust nobody on here because these people have spent a lifetime learning how to deceive, you know what I mean, and decept people. You know, the only people you can trust are the people in real life. Your real friends you've spent years knowing. The ones that, you know, if you fell out with, they wouldn't turn on you 180, start grassing you up and being an absolute fucking fool. You know, like you see these doing, playing the fucking blame game at the minute. To me, that shows guilt. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you've got Hector turning around saying to Matty, where's all the money from all these videos that you've made? Which is true, because, he did advertise that Friday Night Fight Club a lot. And there probably was a lot of money which was donated. You know, but then you've got Matty turning around and saying to Hector, what happened to the bag of money that Dirty Dan? Yeah, you know, Dirty Dan, Fighting Talk Dan. Obviously, you know, he was supposed to have donated a bag of change or something like that, and Hector took that change and obviously didn't give it to charity. Where's that? They're talking about PayPal and all this, that, the fucking other. You know what I mean? Which shouldn't be fucking spoke about. I mean, listen, there are a lot of people that gave 3D Fight Club a lot of fucking shit for not paying the fighters, which is understandable because it's disrespectful to say something, you know what I mean, and then not do it, go back on it. Do you know what I mean? And especially when it comes to money, because there ain't no, excuse me, Jesus, there ain't no friends in money, is there? Do you know what I mean? So the thing about it is in my mind, it's scummier to, you know, come online and say, look, we're raising money for charity, and then pocket it. Because in my mind, that's the way I see it. These two have basically pocketed most of the money, and now we're just basically passing it on to the next man, passing it on to each other, playing that fucking blame game. Is there any proof of them actually giving money to charity? Because I know that there are a lot of people that donated to that shit, and it wasn't like a one thing where they were a 1 week thing where they were advertising. They were advertising for fucking months. So think about how much money was paid. Like I say, at the minute they're playing that fucking blame game, which to me just shows 100% guilt. You know, they had that money. The thing is, right, we're not talking about walking into a corner shop and putting a quid in a fucking charity box. We're talking about, you know, hundreds, if not thousands of pounds being donated to charity. You know, and this is the thing, these people are going to recognise that, and you're going to get a bit of recognition, whether that's through a certificate or a letter of gratitude to say thank you for, you know, donating that cash, or an email. Have they got any of this cooperative evidence? Because if they haven't, then it's just bullshit them turning around and saying that fucking they've given money to charity. It's like I heard PP, you know, the big snake, you know, he was talking on Exposure's fucking live overnight, turning around saying, oh well, I've seen Hector, he showed me a receipt, or he sent me a picture of a receipt where he put £750 of his own money into charity. Where's that? I'm sure Hector will still have that proof, won't he? I want to see it with my own eyes, and I'm sure there's a few people who do want to see that. I want to see the charities that, you know, the money was given to last time from the old Friday Night Fight Club. You know what I mean? Where was where's the money gone to from there? Like I said, in my own mind, it just seems like one big fucking scam. They've had everybody, you know, the only people that have earned out of this is Matty and fucking Hector. That's it. Nobody else, not the fighters, no charities. Like I said, it's the worst thing you can possibly do is claim to fucking raise money for charity and then stick it in your own pocket. And I see it now from Hector, because the realistic fact of this is why all this has come about is because Hector's realised that Matty's doing his own fight Fight Club. And listen, you'd be stupid, right, to donate to that fucking shit after all this, believe me now. But like I said, Hector's come online and he's seen the shit that's going off. And because he isn't a part of that, and he knows that Matt is going to be earning money out of it, he spat his fucking dummy out. Simple as that. Knowing that he's not going to earn any money. It's Christmas time now. People are, going to be doing anything they possibly can to earn money. I see a lot of people in here chatting shit about buying me a coffee and all this is going towards the homeless and all this lot. Where the fuck are the homeless? I don't see nobody doing no videos or anything on specific homeless people. I see a lot of people taking money for the homeless, but I don't see no homeless people. You see, this is the thing. It's easy to chat shit, and madly enough, people do pay for it. Even if there's no evidence there to support that, people do pay for it. It's craziness. But like I say, in my own mind, them two have scammed. Do you know what I mean? They've chucked that money in their own pocket, and I don't think that they could even prove that they given that money to charity. Like I said, the evidence, if you get an email or a letter, it'll come with what charity you sent it to, what day it was received, what time, maybe even what location. Do you know what I mean? They're going to be very specific about it. Do you know? Because it's quite a bit of fucking wad. We're not talking about a couple of quid. Can they prove that? No, they possibly can't. I don't think they can. Which means to me that they've had that money. They've pocketed that money. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely madness. And I'll just leave it as Matty makes me laugh, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because he's like, oh, you Hector, you owed me 30 quid, you. I had to chase you around for it and all this lot of shit to get me 30 quid back. And in the next breath, he's like, oh, you still owe me 50 quid, but you know what? You can keep that because I wiped my arse on £50 notes and all this lot. I mean, listen, you'd have to be an exceptionally special person to believe someone like Matty. Oh, wipe my arse on 50s. Mate, you live in Sheffield. Sheffield. It's a shithole. There might be the odd nice little place round there, mate, believe me. But it's just like Donny, it's just like Barnsley and Rotherham, all fucking shitholes. Do you know what I'm saying? Simple as that. And if you did wipe your arse on £50 notes like you say you do, you'd have turkey teeth, wouldn't you? Which means basically, these people who go to Turkey and get the fucking teeth. You'd have some turkey teeth in instead of teabag teeth. Don't talk shit, mate. Do you know what? Honestly, it's madness some of the shit these people come out with on here. Seriously. But like I said, I'll leave it at that. Do you know what I mean? I want to see some corroborative evidence that these people sent that money to charity. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'll take them seriously. I'll take my words back and I'll apologise for making a video. You know what I mean? Putting them on the spot. But until they do that, my assumption is that all the money was raised, and like it wasn't 100 quid or 300 quid. I think it were a couple of grand they raised. They raised quite a bit of fucking money out of that. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like I say, at the minute they're just playing that fucking blame game, which just shows 100% guilt. You know what I mean? It's just the classic tactics of being caught out. You know what I mean? Snitching on each other, throwing each other under the fucking bus, trying to look better than the next man. But in my eyes, it's like this. They're both to blame. Both of their names were above that. They both advertised it. They both drew the crowd in. So they're both to blame. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that. They can't come online, right, and talk shit about 3D Fight Club and then come online themselves claiming to raise money for charity, but it don't really end up at charity. It just ends up in their pocket. It's sad to say that we've got to this stage of deception and lying and using, innocence like that to put money in their own pockets. But like I say, if I'm wrong, I'll take it back. If they can come and prove, you know what I mean, with rock hard evidence that they sent that money to charities, I'll apologise. But until that happens, like I say, my opinion stands. So cheers for listening, people. Peace.